For my DA in this class, I want to examine and observe how my experiences and interactions with my chosen media niche, The Simpsons, has changed over the last 12 years. I want to take an autoethnographic look back at how I interacted with The Simpsons as a young fan, aged 7 or 8, versus how I interact with the same show now, which I am still a big fan of at the age of 19. Specifically, the areas of interaction I'll be engaging with are social media, platforms, merchandise, and participants. Each of these areas highlight a different aspect of my interactions with the show, whether this be engaging in specific fan activities or watching the show. These areas all bring their own insight into my experience as a past and current fan. Each of these categories will require their own kind of approach within my research, but to give an idea of what this might look like in practice, these are some of the examples of questions I will ask myself when it comes to merchandise. How much merchandise from the show do I own? What are they exactly? When did I buy it? A while ago or more recently? Did I use it a lot? Do I use it now? Why did I get it at the time? Do I display it now, or have I ever in the past? This should give me a lot of insight into my experiences and will help me in my first set of field notes in recounting and remembering all my past experiences. On that note, with my field notes, I will have two sets of field notes. One will be recounting past experiences, and the other will be present experiences and interactions with my media niche. For both sets of field notes, I'll be going through each of my 4 field site categories and identifying how this area was relevant to my fan experience at the given time. For example, social media, which I didn't even have when I was 8, but I heavily use now to interact with other fans and the show itself. I will then come together and compare the 2 sets of notes, as highlighted in my research schedule. I will then undertake some additional research so I can present my research in a series of blog posts, which will be the platform for my DA. One thing I will also be keeping in mind is that even though the bulk of my research is autoethnographic, I will still have some instances of observation of others in my research, and I need to be mindful of others' privacy and therefore not show their names, posts, or comments. Rather, I will be engaging in active listening and use thick description to describe the posts or comments I want to discuss.